There are days. There are days where I try to remember things and I can't, and that's really, really frustrating. However, Hungarian deals with frustration in quite a unique way. Or, well, maybe not unique, but using the words and expressions, that's definitely unique. I'm talking about, of course, that one very simple thing that Hungarians do a lot, which is cursing. But I'm not talking about cursing as in, well, you know, all the curse words in English. No, I'm talking about cursing which is talking in a way that is degrading towards other people or towards objects, because Hungarians often really try to curse about objects. And not all of the curse words are bad, but they definitely have the degrading value, or if that makes sense at all. Let's look at today's sentence, because I've got nothing else. Let me read it out for you. Hogy a fenébe hívják a portást? It's a sentence that you use when you just can't remember what's going on. Well, in this case, we'll see what's going on. Right. Now, let's start from the end. Sometimes it's just better to start from the end. So let's bring up Google Translate. And first of all, let me tell you that while this one is definitely the right translation, that word, this has the T. And the T, of course, that's for objects. I'm pretty sure that's not really surprising at this point. Right, so porter. But does porter make sense? Well, let's look at stocky, just to be sure. Let's remove the T, and then, oh yeah, well, porter definitely, janitor, hall porter, gatekeeper, doorman, I don't know, I mean, you can just, you know, choose whatever, but I guess in this case I was thinking of the doorman, maybe, I don't know. I wrote this sentence 5 minutes ago and I don't remember. Let's go on. So, something with the doorman, but even though this is Hungarian and this could be the subject, it might just not be. So, let's go with this one. Yeah, call, that's true. But the truth is that this one seems to be something of oh, well, that's definitely not yuck. Let's go to Verbix and go on to see that if I put the root in here, what would that get us? And there you go, something here, and hívják, they. So I guess that kind of makes sense. And hogy is, well, that's just how. Oh, that's definitely not that. Let's try this one. No. This is disappointing. Oh, well, no. This is less disappointing. I mean, if you think about it. This is a question, and in questions, it's usually translated to how. You know, hogy jutok el oda, how can I get there, etc. So, well, at least stocky is good for something. So, how do they call the doorman? That would be the sentence. Let's disregard this one and that one. In English, we don't need them. And that is a big question, because that is the long-awaited curse word, which, well, it doesn't really mean hell, but Google Translate, rightfully so, might I add, translates it to hell, because in this case, that's how you would use it in English. How the hell do they call the doorman? Or, I guess it would be a bit more logical if I said, how the hell is the doorman called? Or what... Oh, I can't type. What the hell is the doorman's name? Or something like that. As you can see, there are lots and lots of solutions. That is a fundamental problem with translation, isn't it? That there are so many solutions, and if you translate something directly word by word, it's not going to work. So in the end, what the hell is the doorman's name is probably the winner of the translation competition, but that doesn't look like it in Hungarian. And of course, if you think about it, if you translate something from Hungarian to English and give that English sentence to somebody to translate it back to Hungarian with no previous knowledge of what previous person did, oh, I lost count of what thing, anyways, then they will probably provide a different sentence in Hungarian. So you would have the sentence about the doorman in Hungarian, and then you translate that to English, and then you would have a different sentence about the doorman. It's still the same meaning, more or less, but maybe they would use a different curse word. Because, of course, as you might imagine, the hell can be used differently and can be translated differently into Hungarian. So, well, there you go. There you have it. That's what's happening. And there is nothing else I can talk about because I barely have time to breathe today. I've got this thing where I have to figure out what went wrong in a database. And of course, nobody knew anything about it. And isn't that fun when somebody designs something and then leaves, and then somebody else takes over, and then that somebody asks me, or well, you, to investigate a problem, but any questions you ask about the history of this design, they have no answer for. So that is one of the fine things in life, or fun things in life, or, well, actually in Hungarian I would probably use a curse word. So thanks for watching, and see you later, probably tomorrow. And until then, enjoy life, and enjoy all the problems life will present. Thanks. Bye-bye.